ここで今輝きたい叶えたい未来へ走り出そう夢は続いてくライバルがいるほど頑張れるよ手にしたい真剣勝負のエコーどんな時でも笑い合えるよ君の心につながるしばし遠く離れてしまう時でもいつまでも変わらないときめきがあるから勝利を目指してここで今輝きたいいつかは憧れも君も超えてゆくよステップバイステップもう止められないスペシャルな勝負で駆け抜けよう君と紡いでくそうな時励まして支えてくれたねそして誓った絶対負けないって強い気持ちがつなぐハートは一つこの瞬間に輝けウィニンファイみんなで叶えてゆくぶつかりつまずいても走れ目指せ歓喜のゴール海には一人じゃなかったからそう強くなれたんだよ涙の絆ねありがとうできて したらきっと始まるストーリーいつでも近くにあるから手を伸ばせばもっと掴めるグローリー一番目指してチャレンジ加速してゆこう勝利の女神も夢中にさせるよスペシャルな明日へつながるメイクデビュー響けファンファーレ届けゴールまで輝く未来を君と見たいから駆け抜けてゆこう君だけの道をもっと早く I be 夢の先まで響けファンファーレ届けゴールまで輝く未来を君と見たいから駆け抜けてゆこう君だけの道をうまスポーツ
Welcome everyone to some more Uma Sports Uma Musume Championship. We are back to continue the finals of this season of UUC. Now today we have 3 races here, quite different from each other. We have the Sprinter Stakes for round 4. For round 5 we have NHK Mile Cup. And finally for round 6 today we will have the famous Air Cup, which will be hosting another race, another round for this season. Of course, introduced back in Season 3, this will be the 3rd edition of the Air Cup. And today we arrive here with an unexpected leader here. We have Tony leading with 104 points strong in the lead, with 2nd place Randy Enzo further back 40 points with 64 points to his name, and Hurricane is in 3rd with 40 points. JS follows in 4th place with 34 points, Nero in 5th place with 32 points, and finally in 6th place we have Matik in 29 points, and of course 7th and 8th goes to Jackson Cho Kaguyahime, or Brian, the reigning champion, with 0 points. So today, let's see which of these trainers will respond to Tony's first attack in this finals, as he takes all 3 wins in the first race day of the finals. Let's see if the other 5 trainers can catch up to the Vietnamese trainer, as we see a brilliant performance in the first race day of the finals there, of course, from Tony, a reminiscent of Randy's performance in the dirt races back in Season 4 League A, of course, winning all 3 races, and it was in all of them also happened to be all dirt races. And let's see if Tony can continue that absolutely amazing form in the second race day of the finals. But quickly, let's run down to you of the entering Umas for today's Sprinter Stakes, kicking off today's second race day of the finals. For Randy Enzo, he has entered Oguri Cap and an S rank Taiki Shuttle. And for Hurricane, it's Sakura Bagshino and Hishiaki Bono. It's Hishiaki Bono and Oguri Cap. For Nero, 2 S ranks used for Nero, Sakura Bagshino and Taiki Shuttle. Used by JS, Taiki Shuttle and King Halo is entered by Matik. And finally, Taiki Shuttle and Sakura Bagshino is entered for JV Tony in this sprint race in the finals. As of course, we have 4 slots remaining that belongs to Jax and Brian, who has reportedly planned to not enter in this second race day of the finals again. So we will have 6 competing trainers and a total of 12 entered Umas for all 3 races. But let's see here. We can see all the entered Umas here. And let's see which of these Umas will win for their trainers in the first race in race day number 2 in the finals of Season 5 of Uma Sports Uma Musume Championship. Welcome everyone to Sprinter Stakes, which will be the first round to kick off race day number 2 of the finals. Let's see where the Umas are lining up for this race. We have in gate number 1 the Taiki Shuttle of Matic. In gate number 2 belongs to the Augury Cap of Nero. In gate number 4 is occupied by the Augury Cap of Rendienzo. And right next to her teammate is the number 5 of Taiki Shuttle of Rendi. In gate number 6 we have the Sakura Bakshino of Hurricane. Next we have in gate number 9 the Sakura Bakshino of JB Tony. In gate number 10 we have the Taiki Shuttle of JB Tony. In gate number 11 we have the Hishiakebono of Nero. In gate number 12 we have the King Halo of Matic. In gate number 14 we have the Hishiakebono of Hurricane. In gate number 15 we have the Taiki Shuttle of JS. And finally, in gate number 16, the outermost gate belongs to the Sakura Bakshino of JS. Here we go. These are the lineups where the Umas will line up for this race. Sorry. And here we go. Let's kick off race day number 2 of the finals. Here we go. We arrive here in a very sunny day here. It's a pretty good day for racing here for the Umas. Of course, no rain, no snow, and clear skies ahead of us for Sprinter Stakes. All 1,200 meters of this turf track in the Nakayama racecourse will determine the fourth trainer, the fourth Uma to win in this 4th round, of course. Let's see here. Who's going to be the favorite? Ooh, we see here Nero, both of Nero's Umas, number 1 and number 2 favorite. Let's see if that comes to fruition. Let's see if the favorites does paint a good picture of how the results is going to pan out. Let's see in the first race in race day number 2 as we are off the gates. Looks like a Sakura Bakshino is leading currently. As we see here, going into the midsection here, we have quite a few Umas bunched up at the front. Oh, look at that. They're already fighting for position here. As we see here, Hishiakebono looks like is in the lead. As we see here, going into the last part, it's a very short track here. As we see, it looks like Hishiakebono is still leading here, but looks like there is a Taiki Shuttle on the outside. There's not gonna let it go. As we go into the last part, who's going to win here? It looks like Hishiakebono, one of the Hishiakebonos around the outside. And we're back to the action as we go. Look at that. The Augury Cap of Rendienzo coming in strong, but it looks like it's going to be Hishiakebono. But which Hishiakebono? It's Hishiakebono in the inside lane. That's the number 11 Hishiakebono of Nero taking the win. What a win there. That is Hishiakebono of Nero taking the first win of today. There we go. To confirm your result, Hishiakebono takes the first win of today's race day. In second place goes to Hishiakebono of Hurricane. They're very close there. Only a neck separates these two as he finishes in second place. There we go. What a result there. It's very important for Nero, as he is trailing Tony quite a lot, and this is a big statement victory for Nero. In second place goes to the Hishakebono of Hurricane, of course. In third place goes to the Taiki Shuttle of Matic. In fourth place goes to the Ogre Cap of Rendy. In fifth place goes to the Taiki Shuttle of JS. In sixth place goes to the Ogre Cap of Nero. In seventh goes to the Taiki Shuttle of Rendy. In eighth place goes to the Sakura Bakshino of Tony. In ninth place goes to the King Halo of Matic. And finally, in 10th place, a provisional 10th place goes to the Sakura Bakshino of Hurricane. Next, in the non-points finishers, we have the Sakura Bakshino of JS, finishing in provisional 11th. And finally, in 12th place, provisional 12th place, amongst the entering Umas is the Taiki Shuttle of JV Tony. Of course, the leader in the finals currently, only scoring a total of 4 points there, so a very disappointing result for Tony. There you go, that is the result for this sprint race. Of course, it brings another surprise as Nero takes his first win in the finals. And here we go, let's move on to race number 2 in the NHK Mile Cup. Of course, for someone like Nero, that win truly means everything for the trainer, as that will, of course, give him a good shot of taking a good position in the finals and possibly even the lead and the championship here. Who knows? We still have five more races to go. As we see here, we are here to start the NHK Mile Cup for one of today's race. And let's see the entering Umas for today's race. We have the Ogre Cap and Taiki Shuttle of Rendy Enzo starting, both of them being S ranks. Narita Taishin and Mihona Bourbon starting for Hurricane, Airgroove and Vodka for Nero, Saiyan Sky and Ogre Cap Christmas for JS. Taiki Shuttle and Agnes Digital is starting for Matic. Taiki Shuttle and Maruzensky Summer starting for JV Tony, of course, the standings leader so far. And let's move on to the NHK Mile Cup, where we will see who will win the 5th race in the finals. And here we go, we're off to the races. Let's see where the Umas line up for this race. As we see here, in gate number 1, we have the Agnes Digital of Matic. In gate number 2, we have the Saiyan Sky of JS. In gate number 4, we have the Ogre Cap Christmas of JS. In gate number 6, we have the Taiki Shuttle of Rendy. Moving on, in gate number 11, we have the sole end closer, Narita Taishin, in gate number 8 for Hurricane. In gate number 9, we have the Taiki Shuttle of JV Tony, and next to her is the Maruzensky of JV Tony in gate number 10. In gate number 12, we have the Airgroove of Nero. The air groove wedding of Nero. In gate number 13, we have the Mihono Bourbon of Hurricane. Mihono Bourbon Valentine for Hurricane, starting in gate number 13. In gate number 14, we have the Taiki Shuttle of Matik. In gate number 15, we have the Ogre Cap of Rendi. And finally, in gate number 16, we have the Vodka of Nero, the late surging vodka, starting in gate number 16. Let's see if that good gate position is successfully taken advantage by the Vodka of Nero. Here we go. We have the Umas lining up. Let's see who wins round number 5 in the finals. Here we go. The NHK Mile Cup. Of course, this is 1,600 meters. Being contested by 12 Umas. So here the Umas lining up here. Let's see who's the favorite. Let's see. Ooh, the Hurricane's Mihono Bourbon Valentine being touted as number 3 favorite, and 1-2 goes to the Umas of Rendi. And so let's see if that comes true in the race in the NHK Mile Cup, as we are about to start the race. And they're off the gates. As we see here, Mihono Bourbon Valentine, of course, takes an early lead. As we see here, it's very difficult to see, but it looks like the number 10 of Morozinski's Summer there, trailing the Mihono Bourbon Valentine, the front-running Mihono Bourbon Valentine, in second place, but has been challenged by Saiyan Sky. As Saiyan Sky takes second place, as the front-runners here behind Mihono Bourbon Valentine looks like they're being challenged by the pace-chasing Taiki shuttles. But let's see here. Going into the mid-race here, still very strong from Mihono Bourbon Valentine. As we go into the last spurt here, approaching the last spurt. As we see here, who's going to take the win here, as we are well into the last spurt. As you see, it's very difficult to see here. Looks like, oh, we have a lot of debuffing going on here. As you see here, it looks like Mihono Bourbon Valentine still in the lead here. As you see here, oh, looks like Narita Taishin has taken the lead there. Oh, look at that, Narita Taishin with a good spurt as she goes into the lead and takes the win. What a victory there. What a late surging Narita Taishin. The late surge from Narita Taishin proving to be the decider here, as she takes the win for Hurricane. As you see here, to confirm your result, the Narita Taishin of Hurricane finishes in first place. In second place goes to the Taiki Shuttle of JV Tony, and third place, finishing off the podium, is the Ogre Cap of JS. Here we go, second place goes to the Taiki Shuttle of JV Tony. Third place goes to the Ogre Cap Christmas of JS. In fourth place goes to the Mihono Bourbon of Hurricane. Hurricane collecting 37 points in this race. In 5th place, we have the Taiki Shuttle of Matic. In 6th place, we have the Saiyan Sky of JS. In 7th place, we have the Air Groove of Nero. Air Groove Wedding for Nero. In 8th place, we have the Agnes Digital of Matic. And finally, in 9th place, provisional 9th place, we have the Vodka of Nero. And in 10th place, we have the provisional 10th place, we have the Taiki Shuttle of Rendy. And let's see, the non-points finishers is the Ogre Cap of Rendy in P11. And the Morozensky Summer of JV Tony finishing in provisional 12th place. There we go, we have another different winner here. It's Hurricane with her Narita Taishin taking the win. And that concludes the NHK Mall Cup. Let's swiftly move on to the Air Cup. Of course, the 3rd edition of the Air Cup. Only the finalists are participating in this one, but nonetheless, it will bring an excitement to the finals here as we go into the Nakayama race course. Of course, if you saw, JV Tony earns a 2nd place there to add 18 points to his tally, which will be crucial for the leader of the finals currently. And here we go. Look at that. We have the entering Umas for round 6, aka the Air Cup. Here we go, let's see the entering Umas for today's race. We have Agnes Tachyon, a nice nature starting for Rendy Enzo. And we have Narita Taishin and Agnes Tachyon starting for Hurricane. We have Oguri Cap and also nice nature for Nero. TM Opera O and Oguri Cap starting for JS. TM Opera O and Agnes Tachyon starting for JV Tony. Matikane Fugitaru and Oguri Cap is starting. Oguri Cap Christmas is starting for Matic. As we see here, of course, it's a very different Air Cup here, as we not only have the 1-star Umas for this Air Cup, we have allowed the most popular or most used 1-star Umas from the previous 2 editions of the Air Cup and the top 5. And to add 5 to that is the most voted Umas by the participating trainers. All 16 of them have voted for TM Opera O, Oguri Cap, Super Creek, TM Opera O, Oguri Cap, Super Creek, and we have Tamamo Cross and also TM Opera O, Oguri Cap, Narita Taishin, Tamamo Cross, and also Super Creek voted from the participating trainers for Season 5. And here we go, let's start the 3rd edition of the Air Cup for Season 5. Of course, this carries a lot of weight as it is one of the 9 finals races. But nonetheless, let's not wait any further as we see in 3,600 meters who will be the winner of the 3rd edition of the Air Cup, as we are off to the races. Let's see where the Umas enter let's see where the Umas are lining up for this Air Cup. In gate number 1, we have the Agnes Tachyon of Hurricane. In gate number 3, we have the Narita Taishin of Hurricane. In gate number 4, we have the Ogre Cap of Matic. The Ogre Cap Christmas of Matic starting in gate number 4. In gate number 5, we have the Ogre Cap Christmas of JS. In gate number 7, we have the Machikanefu Kitaru of Matic. In gate number 8, we have the Nice Nature of Randy. In gate number 10, we have the TM Opera O of JS, TM Opera O New Year of JS. In gate number 11, we have the Ogre Cap Christmas of Nero. In gate number 13, we have the Agnes Tachyon of Randy. In gate number 14, we have the TM Opera O New Year of JP Tony. In gate number 15, we have the Nice Nature of Nero. And finally, in gate number 16, we have the Agnes Tachyon of JB Tony. Here we go. These are the Umas starting for the 3rd edition of the Air Cup. As we see here, who will win the last race in race day number 2 of the finals. Here we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Here we go. We are here at the Nakayama race course. It's a pretty sunny day here, same as in the NHK Mall Cup and also in the Sprinter Stakes, to be fair. As we see here, in 3,600 meters. Of course, when the track is measured in kilometers, that's when you know the track is pretty long. Let's see here. Let's see who's the favorite for this race. As you see, 1-2 is for the Umas of Hurricane, Narita Taishin, and Agnes Tachyon, number 1, number 2 favorite. Let's see if that is the case. Of course, favorite numbers matter so much when Air Cup is on the line. And they're off the gates. As we start the 3,600 meter of Air Cup. As we see here, looks like Ogre Cap has taken an early lead. Looks like the Ogre Cap of JS is taking an early lead here. Of course, this race is more focused on the stamina that the Umas have. Of course, being in the lead here this early doesn't necessarily mean that you will win the race. As we see here, it's a pretty steady race here. But looks like a lot of infighting in the back of the pace chasing pack. As we see here, it looks like still Ogre Cap Christmas, one of the Ogre Cap Christmas, is in the lead, the number 5 of JS. As we go into the mid corner here, it's a lot of corners here, and this is one of them. Professor of Curvature activated by the Ogre Cap Christmas of Nero. Oh, look at that. Stamina Siphon activated by the Nice Nature of Nero. I see a lot of debuffings here. Of course, we have two Nice Natures. As we see here still, in the lead there is the Ogre Cap Christmas of JS. As we see here, still they're bunching up in the pack here. As we're surely gonna see some blocked Umas here. As we go into the final corner here. As you see here, the final staminas, these gold staminas for the Umas are activated. And let's see if that's enough. As we see, a lot of debuffings were happening. As we see here, who's going to win? As we see here, a lot of spurts. As we see here, oh, look at that. The Umas are dropping off here. As we see here, Narita Taishin has taken an early lead here. As we see here. And we're back to the action. As we see here, it still looks like... Here we go, we're back to the action. It looks like the Narita Taishin of... It looks like the Narita Taishin of Hurricane still in the lead. As you see here, oh, look at that. Well, what do you expect? It's Nice Nature in second place. That looks like the Nice Nature of Rendy is currently trying to challenge Narita Taishin, but she is missing. It looks like she is running out of road here. As we go into the last straight here, still it's Hurricane strong in first place. And Narita Taishin takes the win. Look at that. What a win there from Narita Taishin. Of course, the last spurt proving to be crucial for her as she takes P1 for the third edition of the Air Cup. As you see the final result, Narita Taishin taking P1. Of course, Hurricane taking a brilliant win here. In second place goes to the Nice Nature of Rendy. In third place goes to the Agnes Tachyon of Rendy. In fourth place goes to the Agnes Tachyon of JV Tony. In fifth place goes to the Matikani Fukitaru of Matic. In sixth place goes to the Agnes Tachyon of Hurricane. In seventh place goes to the Ogre Cap Christmas of Matic. In eighth place goes to the TM Opera O of JS, TM Opera O New Year of JS. In ninth place goes to the Ogre Cap Christmas of Nero. And finally, in 10th place goes to the Ogre Cap Christmas of JS. Let's see the non-points finishers. In P11, in provisional 11th place, we have the TM Opera O New Year of JV Tony. And finally, in provisional 12th place, we have the Nice Nature of Nero finishing in 14th place. In 14th place on the road, but it is provisional 12th place. There we go. That concludes race day number 2 of the finals. We have Narita Taishin taking 2 wins for Hurricane. And of course, in the sprint race, we have Hishi Akebono of Nero taking a brilliant win in the Sprinter Stakes. And that concludes race day number 2 of the finals. Of course, we still have the final 3 races in the finals. And stay tuned for the updated standings to see who is in the lead currently in the standings. But until then, it has been another fantastic day of racing in UUC. And of course, we can't wait to see who will win the next few races, and of course, most importantly, who will take the Season 5 title. Of course, all these 3 races, I hope all of you enjoy these races, Sprinter Stakes, NHK Mile Cup, and also the Air Cup. And it has been a fantastic racing in UUC, of course. And once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next races. See you next time, everyone.
馬スポーツ三日月あなた